Here today is we're going to cut some beams, and she's cold out. She's cold out. I forgot my hatchet, so I use this. I like to knock out those old knots and pieces of bark sticking out. This works pretty good, actually. Alright, sometimes you gotta make do with what you got. We're going to use this Alaskan chainsaw mill. Now, there's many ways of doing this, and I come up with this way. It seems to work pretty good. I bought a piece of lumber, 1x6. And I put these little piece of angle iron on it so that it will not warp or twist, and it'll stay true, stay straight. Okay? And I will run the Alaskan chainsaw mill down it, and that'll give me nice cuts. So you'll need one of those, maybe one of these. Make it a square, because after you make this cut, you want to square it with your next cut so that you make a nice square beam all the way around. And they don't got to be perfect because it's going to warp anyways, or twist a little bit. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can get electric planer, handheld planer, and you can straighten it out later as it dries or whatnot, or use it as it is if it's not too bad, and so on. If it cracks, well, that's what they do. Wood cracks, so you can chink it, fill it full of sawdust and glue. You can fix stuff like that, you know. Okay? Alright, let's get started. Straps. Gonna need straps. Hold this sucker nice and tight. Tape measure, of course. Alright, let's see now. We'll line this up nice. It's pretty good the way it is, really. Yep. Here. That should do it. So, strap it. We'll just use this bungee cord for the middle. You don't want this thing moving around while you're cutting. Right? And I'll strap this one right to the sawhorse. Working with gloves. What's going on? It's cold. Come on. Get in there. Okay, it's ready to go. Now, I know what you're thinking. How's it going to cut these with the straps there? Well, first of all, this is your straight piece. If you got a crooked log, before you strap it tight or anything, what you do is you take little sticks, right? Just shove them in there. Because you don't want to, when you strap this down, you don't want to bend the board, now do you? Because that's not going to give you a straight cut, is it? So, you see any sections where there's a little gap, just put some sticks in there before you strap it down tight, okay? Alright, let's move on. How am I going to cut this with the straps on there? Yeah, so this is what you do. Alright, so as you're cutting, as you come to a strap, you got to stop, of course, and then all you do is take your strap off, of course, put the strap on the other side, like so, then keep going, do it to the next strap and so on, and your cut. Oh yeah, your cut. As you make the cut, this is where you use sticks again. You put little sticks in between the cut that you're cutting and the main log, just to keep that a little bit open so it doesn't bind up and you can move along. Okay, so alright, we'll pause the camera, we'll get set up, and then we'll do a cut for you. Alright, so this is what I end up with. Okay. End up with a nice little beam. Not the best, not super perfect, but for a chainsaw, I mean, that's pretty good. And see along that corner, it's even still got a little bit of bark left on the corner, which gives it some nice character. So I think that's cool. Now I just need about 6 or 7 more of these. I might buy some instead of cutting them all. But it's nice to know that I can do that with just a chainsaw and that little Alaskan chainsaw mill. And it does save money, because these are, to buy a beam like this gets a little expensive. Okay. And those benches I made, of course, those little backwoods benches, they help quite a bit. And that's all I got.